So how do you make an automation actually think? Today we are covering the brain nodes, flow control, connectivity, and AI. So I'm going to show you the universal adapter that lets n8n talk to any app on the internet, even if there isn't a dedicated node for it, and how to use OpenRouter and how I keep my AI flows cheap and scalable. Category 3 is the flow control. So let's look at the switch node, your automation's decision gate. Switch is your decision gate for each item. So it checks one field or expression like lead score or status, and then routes that item down the matching branch. The wait node is a simple one, it just adds a delay. So this is vital for humanizing the automations, and I wouldn't recommend sending emails 1 second after a form fill, even though I think I do it for my school community. Just wait for 5 minutes so it feels more personal. It pauses an item for a specific duration, so before letting the workflow continue. So that's essential for scheduled follow-ups, for example. Fourth category is connectivity and storage. So Google Sheets is actually the database for 90% of small businesses. So this is where you quickly store, update, or review your data in a simple spreadsheet. But the king of n8n is of course the HTTP request node. So this lets you to talk to any service on the internet that has an API. So even if n8n doesn't have a dedicated node for it, if you master this one, you can automate pretty much anything. So in other words, the HTTP request is just n8n's universal adapter. It lets your workflow send and receive data over the web using URLs and methods like get and post. Let's just open it and we can see that there are a number of methods. You have a URL as well to set. So trust me, it's not too difficult to master at all. So once you understand the HTTP request, you are no longer limited by any node list. You can integrate pretty much any app or service yourself. And finally, AI and LLMs. So this is the engine behind all the smart behavior. So on the left hand side, we have message and model with OpenAI, which is kind of my default. It's stable, it's well documented, and it's perfect for 80 to 90% real automations. You send a prompt in, you get the response out. And that's all we actually need for the smart lead intake system we're going to be building today. On the right hand side, we have the AI agent block. So this is for more advanced use cases where the model needs to call tools, use memory, chain multiple steps together. So things like checking a calendar, calling an external API, or doing multi-step reasoning. It's very powerful, but it can sometimes be more complex and more expensive as well. So today I'm gonna keep it simple, and I'm sticking with a single message and model node for now. So by the way, most business automations are solved with a single well-structured model call. So you don't always need a fancy agent. But what you can do, you can simplify the AI agent. As you can see underneath, I added OpenRouter chat model and Google Gemini. So just to show you that you're not kind of locked into OpenAI only, you can use multiple models within OpenRouter. You need to create an account. I think you are given some credits for free. I might be wrong there because I set it up some time ago. What you have here, you have a list of different models in one place. This is just gold. It just keeps my flows so much simpler and cleaner. I personally prefer working with OpenRouter chat models. It's convenient and you can scale fast as well. And that's the toolkit. You've seen the 15 nodes. Now let's see them in real world fight. In the final part of this series, we are building a smart lead intake system from scratch, using exactly what we've just learned. Just click here for the final build.